We're here at our inter-row seeding sugar beet trial. So we seeded this about 2 weeks ago, third week of June, well before canopy closure. So we did a bunch of different crops, a few different cereals, so fall rye, winter wheat, spring barley. We did sorghum Sudan grass, grain corn, and then winter peas and lentils. So 7 different crops, inter-row seeded. Third week of June we seeded it, and now we're coming back here about 2 weeks after seeding. We're getting very close to canopy closure, and we've actually seen some of these crops are coming up quite well in between the rows. So I think the irrigation helps. I think lots of heat helps. We didn't seed anything terribly deep. We kind of kept everything at about 1 inch, give it lots of opportunity to get growing. So about a week after, probably less than a week after, the cereals were up and they're starting to really grow pretty good. And then the peas, lentils, sorghum, and corn took a little bit longer to get going, but everything, right now, everything's up. So that's, so pretty excited about that. And we're getting to the stage where we're getting very close to sort of complete canopy closure. So these sugar beet plants are gonna start choking out those inter-row crops. And we're gonna have to see what happens at that point. But for now, we're hoping we've got enough growth in those inter-row crops that they can sort of either sustain themselves, maybe breach the canopy, get just enough sunlight to stay growing, or even maybe stay dormant a little bit until harvest, just so that there's some growth, some production there. So that'll be the real test. And one thing I have noticed is a bit of a shading effect. So there's obviously some variability in the canopy closure, different rows, different passes. And where there is more sunlight, we're definitely getting more growth on those inter-row crops. So that'll be the real test, is, what happens with them? Can they sustain themselves? Are they going to survive to harvest sort of once that canopy closes and there's a little less sunlight available to them? So we're going to keep an eye on this, and we'll be back again in a couple of weeks. Once that canopy's closed, we'll take a look underneath and see how our inter-row crops are doing and what the potential for possibly, surviving till harvest and being able to hold that soil together after harvest will be.